Hashtag Orlando shooting, hashtag not all Muslims, hashtag LGBTQ, hashtag gun control now, hashtag Christians are bigots, hashtag... Right off the bat, the Orlando shooting is a heinous tragedy, and our thoughts and prayers are with the families. And, of course, everybody was on board with fighting this anti-LGBTQ hate crime until we found out the shooter's name was Omar. Then it was about hashtag not all Muslims, you guys.
It's not true. That's impossible.
Right away, celebrities, bloggers, even Mr. President pivoted to hashtag gun control now to make this act of terrorism about gun control. The NRA with the ACLU even going as far as suggesting that this is the fault of the Christian GOP for fostering this anti-gay environment. Meanwhile, the terrorist Omar, who may have ties to ISIS, specifically killed these people because they are gay. What was his influence? Well, it can be found here. Of course, these sentiments have been reiterated time and time again by imams across the globe, including this one in Orlando here.
Death is the sentence. I mean, look. There's nothing to be embarrassed about this. Death is the sentence.
And now we have over 50 dead Americans here. Something important. This is the rule with Islam, not the exception, as seen by all of these countries where gays are still executed here. But of course, the far left, ironically Islamic sympathizing media goes out of their way to let you know hashtag not all Muslims. Contrast that to the media in public outrage over the homophobia that took place at Chick-fil-A. Who could forget the rage from the angry buzz-cutted chain gang lesbians who couldn't get the one specific pizzeria to cater their lesbian wedding?
Will you be able to stifle your vomit long enough to have sex with me?
Holy shit.
It always comes back to food with the angry lesbians. Yet American leftists turn a blind eye to the consistent mass murder of gays on behalf of Islam across the globe, and even when it occurs on our own soil. Why? Because hashtag gun control now, you guys.
This is my rifle, this is my gun, this is for fun, and this is for fun.
Let's make one thing clear. The goal of this administration, as well as the media, as displayed by the articles and countless tweets right here directed at me, is entirely to disarm the American populace. This is not a conspiracy. You can read my timeline on Twitter, read the comments here in this video section, go read leftist articles out in the news sphere, and look at the myths that are being pushed as they stand on the backs of those from this tragedy to ram through new gun control laws. What kind of myths? They'll tell you that Omar was on the terror watch list, and then say, why can somebody on the no-fly list be able to purchase a high-capacity rifle? Sounds reasonable, until you realize that anybody, you yourself, can be included on the no-fly list for no reason whatsoever. It doesn't mean anything. You don't have to have any terrorist affiliations to have ever committed a crime or even have a speeding ticket. That's why plenty of people have accidentally been put on the no-fly list, like Stephen Hayes, former vet Daniel Brown, or even Senator Ted Kennedy. But because of a bureaucratic clerical error, you and I should lose our fundamental Second Amendment rights? That's absurd, but of course the left is pushing it.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
The idea that this terrorist had a fully automatic weapon without a background check. Nope, he had a standard semi-automatic in line with many hunting rifles. Some idiot, I don't know if they were an official contributor, on Fox News, claimed on air that this man had an AR-15 capable of firing 100 rounds in 9 seconds, which is physically impossible. Semi-automatic means one trigger pull, one round is fired. You would have to pull that 100 times in 9 seconds and change a magazine at least once, most likely twice.
What is wrong with the thing? Oh, fuck me, it's not working.
But none of that truth matters when you want to ban this scary black rifle and blame the NRA, which is why the media is pushing yet another pervasive myth, that these mass shootings can be curbed by banning the scary high-capacity AR-15, despite the fact that the majority of mass shootings don't use one of these at all. Nope, just your run-of-the-mill handgun. But see, more people own basic handguns for home defense, so it's a harder sell to convince them that you'll ban all of those. So they'll just start arbitrarily with a scary-looking gun that's no more dangerous than your average hunting rifle and isn't even used in most mass shootings to begin with. Also, keep in mind the NRA is responsible, and Hillary Clinton wants families to be able to sue the gun manufacturers. Also, leftists are calling for the ban on some specific gay, bi, transsexuals donating blood to be lifted. So if these people are saved, at least they might wake up HIV positive. Hashtag love wins.
How are you? What happened to your face?
I have AIDS.
Hold. Notice anything? It's been a while in this video since we've discussed Islamic terrorism. It's almost like we went off on some gun control tangent that has nothing to do with the fact that gays, Jews, Christians, and all non-Muslims alike are being killed in record numbers across the globe and here on American soil in the name of Islam. How do we get so off topic so quickly? Some might say that's kind of the point. If you like this video, subscribe to my podcast by going to the website if you want to do iTunes or SoundCloud, or below here on YouTube, or watch one of these free videos playing in boxes next to me. One of them's empty. See, we like to call that the mystery box. You're going to click on it. Who knows what it could be? It could be a fantastic video, and you could experience a wondrous journey of learning and information, or it could be dramatic hamster. This is the internet. That's the dice you roll.